And here we go. Go serious, and it is. Indeed, the Super Earth from the south side on Eindhoven, it's the CutePigeon. As the British with his fellow teammate WaterCup versus Elice and Piger, the €10. And we will have obviously the CutePigeon as the British versus Elice as the OKW. Meanwhile, on the open side, it's gonna be the mighty famous Piger versus the WaterCup as the Soviets in the very open ground. Indeed. So far nothing too special, but there is already the joint operations doctrine from Piger. As predicted by me, that's his way to go for the 2v2, especially on this map. He's been very enjoying himself some food resupply stations and also the Pack 43. And yeah, there is also cool. Very straight away the VP Russia for the middle. Yes, Teddy is not convinced here by the selection, but I'm afraid I'd rather see the Soviet on the open than the British versus the Austria. So I guess it's somewhat a fair choice here. Most engagement's been taken. Already with quite some damage here. This model fallen here, and it's gonna be section as it is 52nd. And it's quite strongly going for the middle. Penny rather fortunate here with late model drops, I'd say, but after all, receiving some casualties. And WaterCup is indeed here to help out his fellow teammate with the necessary defense of the fuel and the cutoff, but as you may see, there's already first little advantage here for the €10 Elice and Piger having the VP dominance somewhat. Cup is gonna come around. Go for the cutoff here of Austria, but they're deciding against it. Well, I guess middle is eventually gonna fall here after all. It's been somewhat in danger, but AMG's gonna set up. Wants to get that juicy wipe here, but it's falling already somewhat behind the house, but there's another Gran here. Oh, Piger not following up though, and Connor's gonna live. So that's very fortunate for the WaterCup, making it out here very lively. Piger quite aggressively deep here in the middle of the map into enemy ground. But Elice somewhat lacking right now the units to make a play here. Making it around the MG. Forcing it to retreat. I'm afraid this MG able to shoot. It does indeed not. Into the very far right side, I'd say. And oh, Pigeon with the misplay. Oh, it could be that section here after all. Sandbagging. It actually saved them here though. No. Here it goes. It's somewhat fortunate, I'd say, to live. We must play here from Elice. Could have gotten that wipe here way more decisively. Overall, a pretty decent start, of course, for the Axis. And also lots of sandbags by now, and there will be also the Fallschirmjägers coming in already at the 5th minute. Elice Making here some manpower for that, using, I guess, the cubo somewhat as an accelerator here for earning CPs. That's a little bit behind. We need some resources here, also the ammunition back in their hands. And Elice is indeed in quite a decent position here. There's lots of green cover here on the enemy fuel to be used for him. Merge those engineers, but Kinsford is a little bit too far off, and in the meantime Piger yet again fully cut off, and there is 50 cal armor piercing sniper for the British. Yeah, that's rather very defensive unit here. Might have some serious issues with, like defending the fuel. Possibly getting easily pushed away by just sheer combat force. Yeah, I guess we will see another Fallschirmjäger very soon. So yeah, the Allies rather struggling so far. Well, as you can see, WaterCup not really having best time of his life here. With suffering against Piger on the open, so and it is instead the special weapons, maybe for having some protection here for the sniper. But very scared here of some flanking from the 2-2. So that's quite a decent defense, I'd say. And there's indeed the 2-2, but getting actually the snare out. No follow-up. But though, yeah, take somewhat of a while here to prepare the 2-2, so it's definitely some time here to breathe. The Allies undisturbed, but so far Teddy, I guess correctly with his expertise, it is Soviets versus Austria on the open, and so far it's looking not too great, I'm afraid. A nice engagement here for the officer, and let's play here. Definitely some good synergy here from the Super Earth.
The company command post is finished and ready for use.
We're playing well together, and basically get another sandbag. I guess I've never seen so many sandbags in this one Reese's points, and such a rather high level match here in terms of a tournament. That's interesting. Oh, sniper following up quite deeply. Yeah, it's an overall Allies make it somewhat back into the map, but yeah, hefty EP bleed here already for them. Quite painful. After like just 9 minutes, they're very far behind. So we definitely need to find the right units here very soon to make it back into the game. And we have indeed the terror tactics with the airborne guards by now. And yeah, close to Fallschirmjäger, so correct predictions for me, I'd say. Very proud of myself. Nice. So the Allied doctrine choice is rather surprising to me. It's
enemy threatening a capture point.
Fair enough. It's rifle-aid. Actually missing that one.
Enemies trying to take a point from us. Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Some suppression here. For the Fallschirmjägers. Yeah. Being forced away here eventually. Quite difficult, I'd say, to micro here with the allies. It's putting up greatly their units here around the map. Somewhat, both the allies playing on all sides of the map, like distributing their units, and it could be indeed a death. Hey, no. It's gonna live, alright. Close one. Rather the safe play here from both teams. Very careful with that. Some sort of mines here instead of wiring. And it's gonna come around with some very sneaky mine here from Elice. It's nice play here over there. Finding just a spot for wet one. If so, there is more later ones that might slow down here the usage for that one. But yeah. EP's in free fall here for the allies, I'm afraid. Sniper with 9 kills, not doing too great though, mainly aiming of course for the Austria. The rogue charge again, but there is the Fallschirmjägers and second pair right behind. I need to get another landmine. From Elice here, quite deeply into the realm of the allies. Yeah, interesting choice. The CutePigeon seems to be not interested at all in defending the fuel. Guards. And one already with just a very one kill. And there is the centaur at the 13th minute, and that is indeed not optimal. Well, there will be the P4 here for Elice already. Guards making it out alive here. But yes, WaterCup getting his hands here upon the MG42. That's definitely a fine unit to take. Meanwhile, seems it's been the officer here calling some bundle grenade from Elice. Oh, he's coming in, but there's the captain getting forced away. Nice dive here down upon them, and those coming in might find actually the mine here. That's turning around, changing the direction rather to the main road. Script is also gonna miss the landmines, but yeah, nice mining here overall from Elice. 4 mines in total. That's putting quite some effort here into that one. Coming in, oh wait, use the sis around. Yeah, it's pretty exhausting and intensive. Elice putting himself very far apart here from all around the map, but they're indeed vulnerable players, so they might bring here some extra micro to the game. Let's have another look. Kills it is. Though in the open, on the road, there's no cover, so all mines intact.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
We'll see. Rather late. Pretty forward motor pit here from the CutePigeon. Meanwhile, the 42 is ready for the defense of the fuel. But yeah, Elice down to 120 VPs. It's definitely hard to come back at versus like 500 VPs from the axis in the return. May introduce you to the Chinese matter. Welcome.
Additional resources are now available to your commander.
We have reasons.
Our infantry are ready to hold
And
the line.
at least a €10. They made it pretty far in the last event with their choice of doctrines, which has been for most of the time the Luftwaffe ground support and the joint operations, eliminating Crossfire and Sonne, White Youth and Artavik, Blue and Red Guard, and Tree and Valstaka. So they've been very successful with that, and we will see how successful the team here of Monika will be, the Super Earth, Monika and the Pigeon and WaterCup. So far they seem to struggle versus the €10. But it is Eindhoven south side. So yeah. Maybe Super Earth will manage to come back even within this match, since it's not over yet.
75 points remaining.
Here is a Boomba. Super in danger. So that doesn't have the snare or does the wall to go for it, I guess. Could have used the constant clear from the side. Been the better choice, I'd say. Got to die. That's in. Interesting.
The command half-track has been converted to the headquarters building.
Yes, they managed to stop the VP drain.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Before missing the shot, but successfully hitting the pit, it seems. There is gonna be KV-8 and flamethrower tank at almost 20 minutes. And I will bring in the left, where we have as well the repair bunker here for CutePigeon. But finding his timing of units by now. Oh, CHN getting wiped here on the retreat by previously placed mine here from Elice. Yes.
Enemy forces are securing
And
our
some
territory.
nice casualties for the allies. So quite the interesting, decent play here. And the left straight away aiming here in return for the mortar pit.
No need for panic, but we've only got 50 points left.
Sniper with 18 kills. The 8's out.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Well, I guess WaterCup was believing into KV-8 turning it around. Oh, what a shot hit from the left, finishing off the 6-pounder. Sniper just standing next to it.
Our attacking hammer tactics are ready for use.
Hold the line, lost to the violin, playing the sword, of course. And Ghost, airborne guard. Great. Elice won't be able to make it back into this one.
The Germans rely too much on machine guns. Fall back! Fall! Boys, Riccardo's army.
Yeah, probably this game. I guess my guess is they can't cap it back. It's impossible. So game 1 goes to the champions, I guess, or to the participants of the tournament with the 4th place.
10 points remaining.
€10. Pike and Elice taking in the win.
Ready for orders? Standing by. Ready.
Yeah. Shady stats here overall for Elice. His kills overall. Versus the British player. Well, we have Pyga. That's the Soviet. Close friends not doing too bad, but look at that. 17 kills for the Mortar team in just 21 minutes. That's very impressive. But with 10 kills not doing too bad as well. To say rather average. But they're also not taking too many risks here when we have the sniper with 21 kills. Well, I'm afraid the allied team, they chose that spawn for themselves, so they had their reasons, Teddy. But yeah, that's how it is, I guess. And overall stats wise, WaterCup with rather poor KD, it's about 0.3 something. Well, CutePigeon, thanks to the sniper, rather on par with his losses, though not doing too greatly as well here for being in the end versus the OKW. Return Tiger with rather great KD, so Elice, I guess, causing also some casualties here for WaterCup overall, breath wise. You can see X rather ahead here, and is somewhat constantly, but yeah, overall then with the resource advantage. Very decent timing here for the P4 and Rumba. Meanwhile, very late Centaur. And the allies with some casualties, and yeah, of course with huge disadvantage here in terms of resources, as you can witness here upon the points held being dominated by the Axis basically for the entire match. So that is it for the game 1. We are on game 2. We have the €10 from the Southern spawn, and it's Elice and Pyga as the British versus Monika and WaterCup as the Axis. We're gonna have Monika as the new player in this very series here versus Elice. Meanwhile, Pyga yet again on the open versus WaterCup. Similar to the last match, I'd say. In the MG42 for WaterCup. Well, will be no cable wagon here for this one. Well, there is indeed the UC straight away for both British players, so they may struggle somewhat, I'd say, with the capturement of the resource points here. Guess we're gonna have the clown UC or not. Engineers are gonna make their way up here on foot. You see, fix the combat rather straight away here without any short stop here, bringing the lads to the field. Damage, it's all what matters. Bring your units to work here. 40, 10 euro. Yeah, there is indeed some decent damage already here from Elice upon
Hubkette is ready
Book's
for us.
Grenadier. Early attack from Monika coming, or it's rather about the 2-1 here, I guess, as the counter for the UC. Good choice. Well, WaterCup is bring in here. If you're rather late. There's no 2-1 under construction yet. Might be somewhat a misplay already here from Monika, or yeah, I guess a little of a delay here. I'm gonna give Elice definitely some time to breathe, and meantime Piger and Elice, they will be going in deeply for the MG42. Oh, getting the snare off though. One though is too late. Monika in return though, picking the enemy fuel as a response.
Combat unit ready.
Indirectly. And we have the double MG42 from WaterCup. Alright. Oh, he's not gonna decap the fuel, it seems. Dangerous mine.
Begin conversion.
Interesting choice. So I guess it's gonna give Elice a little bit of the edge here. While the UC is coming around here straight away for the cutoff. As the infamous engineer clown car. Definitely prepared for any 2-1 to snare. Definitely out of his position. Tiger is prepared with some sandbags and occupying the green cover. Placed yet. Oh,
Permanently established
and
as a static
possibly gonna die. No. Yes. No. Oh. Yes. Okay. Very interesting. Next one is in, and she is around the corner. It's not the snare. Oh, one is gonna die. Yes, it is. Nice play from Elice. Axis with some casualties already. It's showing off some dominance. Maybe that's the way to win your games, Teddy. Just get a teammate and click double Brits and easy win, huh? That's the way to go. In 2v2s. May the Brits be with you. It's another infantry being lost. I'm afraid he goes to second. It's not looking too great. The WaterCup. He definitely also lost quite the models here for taking back his MG. Or MGs. Plural. Piger's coming. He wants his MG42, I'd say. This Champagne going. Maybe Monika should get himself one. Would be quite handy. Oh no, Piger's gonna grab it. Yes, he does. Got the loss here for the Austria. Oh. Let's take the second one as well. We can gotta take it before it's too late. looks like. So far, a very decent game for the Allies. Here we have the UC getting killed. Here there's the Austrian, and it's just Corvus, the OKW. But yeah, it's quite having a good time here. Pike on the open with 13 kills and 8 losses versus the Austria's WaterCup. That's not too shabby overall.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Maybe not what Teddy expected, but
6-pounder
it's happening.
anti-tank gun finished.
We have quite delayed 2-2 here coming in. Oh, finish off. UC, yeah. It's about time, I'd say. Might be too late here for the Axis to come back, because they're in dire need of that one. Losing here a lot of resources to the Allies, of course. Is the salvage is there to bring back in some fuel. Oh, 2-2.
Our capture point. They're trying
About to
to take
die,
it.
no ground attack. It's successful.
Enemy bastards!
One extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
Indeed. In the cap. And Monika.
Support gun. Ready for action.
There's some mines here behind the sandbags. And wiring. But yeah, damage done. Resource control. I'm afraid we will see some very early Centaur here from the British. So there's the 5-mans from both players. So it's gonna be a little delay here. But yeah, there's a tremendous resource advantage for the Allies. So
We're losing a capture point.
that would make much of a difference here. Turn the Axis quite far off from any armor of their own.
Ready for orders. Infantry can march
Cup
double
pairing the
time.
pack already. It's very aware of the danger in this. The MG almost falling here, but Monika's there here with the play. Finishing off the last UC. We have mortar pit. Captain's gone. I think I might be even able to get it, but seems to be not interested. Yeah, second mortar barrage coming in, or it's just the auto fire here. Some decent hit on the MG. And Piker will go for his second MG42. It's quite handy, I guess. 2 MG42s it is now for Piker. Quite handy here for defending his side of the map, or I guess somewhat defending anything he may take in terms of conquest.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
And double leak for the mortar pit as the counter, but it's already rush in return, and there's something quite closely together here, so both die to the pit, but may survive. Time is the brace. Engineers just put into action already. Wasting no time here. But it will be indeed already. Next barrage coming in from Monika, but it's I guess. Is it? It's going for the pit, yes. Pit is gonna return the fire. Be able to finish off here.
Panzer commanders are now on standby.
Oh, gets the wipe upon the Royal Engineer with a very decent shot.
Anti-tank gun has taken the
It's just
field.
one shot here to finish off the mortar pit. And take a moment for Piger to bring in another Royal
A new
Engineer.
section is waiting for
It
orders.
is.
Damned enemies trying to
Just
take a
rather
point from us.
scared. Gotta finish off here though, the mortar pit, let's maybe not aware that it is indeed still alive or very close to its death. Or maybe the engineer time here to save it. This comes in with the dive to like is behind. Oh. Turn out pretty bad for him. He's gonna connect, yes.
We lost a good
Connect
crew.
yet again. Another shot.
Command Hauptrat has been converted
Eastern
into the
Pioneer,
headquarters
or
building.
leaks are getting finished off. Like actually not even trying to save his mortar pit. Could have saved it potentially since
We stand at
with all the
300 points.
things here being decrued. Big falls as well.
Return fire! Return
I
fire!
wanna come back. There's Pit, but guess he's not interested. Although Elice, I guess, with the idea. Repairing the pit, actually gonna live.
A capture point is being overrun. Anvil tactics are being
Seems,
defected. The enemy will get a
abandoning
nasty shock if they attack.
idea of finishing off the mortar pit here. And there it goes, I guess, another MG42, yes. WaterCup with the misplay. And afraid that's schwer for Monika, I'm afraid. And we have indeed Mobile Assault Regiment and Piker, as well as predicted by me. What an incident. We're very successful with predicting the €10 in the doctrinal choice. But yeah, be difficult here for the Axis to come back after so many lost units. Another MG42 falls here, being rather destroyed, but being decrewed from Elice. There's no interest in getting MG42 himself. Actually salvaged the Centaur, but attempt for that one, and I think that's the 4th MG42 here from WaterCup.
We are down to 200
That's
points.
yes, lost 3. Also lost 1 grenadier. Lost. And he could bring in some trenches, ammo catches, or vehicle crew pairs, let's say. And the Brents. It always comes in handy. Some utility. Also, we're just using the pyrotechnic supplies and mainly coordinate fire with the smoke player.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
It was a
one of our
nice
points.
option. It's in grave danger. Making the kittens. Successfully in both of them. Yes. Yeah, it's quite costly yet again, manpower wise, for the access. So actually, Monika with some manpower here overall. With rather very low unit count. There's quite the gap here between the teams. Oh, and all falls to the AP rounds from Tiger with the MG42. Indeed. Of course, the ammo catch is also quite handy in terms of spamming incendiary armor piercing rounds. And we have the Victor's K.
Churchill AVRE ready for work.
So it's Anvil. There's the AVRE.
Commander awaiting next orders.
The Tiger.
We've been spotted!
But maybe having to wait for the CP, not sure. Well, it's actually manpower, yes.
Ready for action!
Okay, it's gonna rebuild. Searchlight. Half track.
Crew, stand ready!
Yeah, brings in, I guess, some side. Oh. And there's the surrender. I guess from the Super Earth calling it. These were played. Congrats to €10. The right decisive win in this series, I guess, as the I see the team to be rather expected, obviously. And why is that? Yeah, commandos with some nice kills here upon the Raketens, securing them both. Plus, of course, the sections for Elice not doing too bad. And no Piger with some decent kill count on his MG42. Taken previously from his fellow opponent. No intel about the officer since it's retreating. Mortar Pit actually surviving. 10 kills also not doing too bad. And yeah, in return the Axis. Much to tell here. We have a leak in the Austria. Otherwise it would have gotten destroyed, most likely, I'm afraid. Yeah, not that much to tell. Having quite the casualties here. Versus the allies, and yeah, overall, as you can see, pretty decent kill count for Piger versus WaterCup, also with some decent bleed upon Monika, I'd say. Return Elice, also not doing too bad after all with his KD. This is the OKW. So yeah, indeed, also stats wise, a rather decisive win here for the €10. Army value wise, as you may see also. With the cup, with the early losses here, losing the MGs to Piger, who then wins definitely quite greatly in army value. Monika then later also, rather with some casualties here, losing the leagues somewhat to the Mortar Pit, and Elice pushing straight into that one, getting destroyed, etc. Also losing the 2-1 rather early here to the engineer with a nice play here from Elice, I'd say. After all, yeah, we have high army values here for the allies, also getting out eventually here the AVRE, being too far ahead also in the VP count, and thus Super Earth here with the surrender being Monika and WaterCup, of course.